Joining me today, we're going to talk about check-in at DNA, and what you see in front of you here is just links to the URL basically. So you're just like you're going to a website, to Google, or to anywhere else. This is a URL that you will use at check-in for your campus. And then I've included the password right here, which is Awaken Church 1. If you're new watching this at a later date and you don't have this URL, get with your oversight, your coach, your director, and they will get you this link and this password if for some reason it has changed. So now you're at DNA, your people are at the door with a check-in with name tags. Either they'll have an iPad or a laptop, an electronic device charged up the night before, and now they need to check people in so that they get credit for the course, obviously, so they can jump on a team, and everything is clean on the back end. So let's get started to show you how simple check-in is. It literally takes about, I would say, 2 minutes. So some of the things I won't be able to see because this is time stamped, so you'll be able to see certain features on the day of DNA 1, 2, or 3 that I won't be able to see just because I'm doing this at a later time. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the specific campus because all of these URLs are different. So we have Bresci, and so you would find the URL specific to your campus. So let's just say Balboa. I know the password is the same for all of them, Awaken Church 1. So I'll go ahead and click on it. Okay, that takes me to a check-in screen. I've had people text me and say, I don't have the iPad today. Well, this is just a URL. Just look up here. All you need to do is get on an electronic device, laptop, iPad, as I mentioned earlier, if for some reason your iPad's not working. So then here, you would basically be adding the person. Now, right now, you're not going to, as I mentioned, see everything, but I put the first 3 letters of the first name, first 3 letters of the last name. Okay? So let's say she's there, she's already RSVP'd. I go ahead and click here and then follow the prompts, and it will add her in, and she will get credit for that specific DNA. Now, you'll have some people that never RSVP'd, and they just kind of rock up to DNA. They saw somebody out in the foyer with a pop sign, and they're like, hey, what's this about? I want to come. They've never filled out a high card. They're not in our system. So those people, we still want to give them credit to show that they've attended, but we can't find them here by putting in the first 3 letters of the first name, as I did earlier, in the first 3 letters of the last name. They're not coming up. So your check-in person's like, oh, I don't see them. No problem at all. Go right up here, click Add Family, and then you could manually, because of time, you could just manually add them in. And you could put their name, ask for their email, their phone number. If you have time, select their carrier. You don't need to put any of this information down, especially if you have, so don't feel like you have to go through this whole, these are not all required fields. So just get their name, phone, email, and then as they get into the life of the church, we have processes that will get some of that other information later. We go there, and then literally I click Add Person and click Save. And that is about it. That's how, and then looks like here you have 3,114 duplicates, so it allows me to show if they're already in the system. And I could say, oh, are you, Joe Smith here? I could click the person right there and then click Save and add them. So pay attention if you do see that little sign that comes up at the bottom that it's a potential duplicate, and then just ask the person, hey, does this match your information? If it does, you just click Save and add them that way. Okay, so that's a little bit about how check-in works. I want to thank you for joining me, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.